husband and wife and you may kiss your beautiful bride.
สวัสดีตอนเช้าของวันที่ 18 เดือนตุลานะคะวันนี้ก็เป็นวันที่เราจะไปจดทะเบียนสมรสกันที่
We're going to Cardiff Registry Office to get married, the government building, and we're going for a nice meal with family and friends afterwards.
ทำหน้าเองแต่งหน้าเองแล้วก็ทำผมเองนะเราไม่ได้จ้าง
Turn
ช่าง
around,
มา
show the
ทำ
hair. Wow,
นี่ก็คือเดฟเขาทำให้
very nice.
Thank you ช่วงโคโรนาไวรัสเราก็จะไปออฟฟิศจดทะเบียนนะคะก็คือเข้าได้แค่4คนก็คือมีเดฟแล้วก็มีเราแล้วก็มีพ่อและแม่ของเดฟที่จะไปที่นั่นกันและหลังจากนั้นเราก็นัดกันไปกินข้าวที่พ่อกับแม่บุ๊กไว้ให้เนาะตอนนี้เราก็พร้อมแล้วล่ะเพราะว่านัดกันไว้ประมาณ 10:30 เนาะและอากาศวันนี้ก็ไม่มีแดดนะแน่นอนว่าฝนตกวันนี้แต่พ่อก็ได้ให้ของขวัญไปเมื่อวานบอกว่าสำหรับเธอนะจะให้ล่มกับเธอและเดฟก็ขอบคุณมากละกันพ่อและแม่ดูพยากรณ์อากาศไว้แล้วว่าวันนี้ต้องมีฝนตกนะก็เลยให้ล่มมาอันหนึ่งเป็นสีขาวก็น่ารักเลยแหละโอเคค่ะไปกันเลยค่ะตอนนี้เราก็จะมาจดทะเบียนที่นี่นะคะแต่ตอนนี้ก็ยังไม่เปิดเราต้องรออีกครึ่งชั่วโมงค่ะAnd now we have Mama Papa here.
Oh, right.
Well, we're very excited.
Very
this
excited.
is a very important day in our lives.
Rose is joining the family.
Absolutely.
This romantic entrance to the registry office, Rose, yeah?
The door.
So this is where we've got to go. Face masks at the ready.
I have face
And the last bride came out about 17 minutes after they went in. So let's see how fast we can do this, right? This is a coronavirus.
Wedding.
All right, here we go.
It's a very special occasion. It's lovely that we've got other people here. So we're just going to check some details. First of all, we're ready to start.
Yeah.
Now this place in which you're now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. You are here today to witness the joining in matrimony. If any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. Perfect silence, that's what we like to hear. Now, both before you joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you're both about to make. Now, marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. And we ask you both in turn to declare that you know no legal reason why you should not be joined in matrimony. I declare that I know of no legal reason why I may not be joined in marriage. I declare that I know of no legal reason why I may not be joined in marriage. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and my commitment. And I take you to be my wedded wife. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and my commitment. And I take you to be my wedded husband. It now gives me great pleasure to say congratulations, you're officially husband and wife and you may kiss your beautiful bride. And then all your family are back in Thailand? Or?
Yes, and now
Yeah.
yeah.
ตอนนี้หลังจากที่เราจดทะเบียนสมรสเสร็จนะคะพ่อก็ได้บุ๊กทานอาหารมื้อเที่ยงกับเพื่อนของเดฟและเพื่อนร่วมงานนะคะตอนนี้เราก็ขับรถมาห่างจากในทาวน์ก็30นาทีตอนนี้ก็ถึงแล้วเนาะเดี๋ยวจะให้ดูเพราะว่าที่นี่สวยมากแต่ก็ไม่แน่ใจว่าตอนนี้มันจะเปลี่ยนแปลงไหมเพราะว่าตอนนี้ก็คือฤดูใบไม้ร่วง
Wow, look at that, Rose. Go.
และนี่ก็เป็นห้องที่เราได้บุ๊กไว้สำหรับมื้อเที่ยงกับเพื่อนร่วมงานเดฟเนาะเดี๋ยวให้เดฟโชว์รอบๆและที่นี่ก็มีบาร์ด้วยนะคะก็คือสั่งเครื่องดื่มได้ไม่ว่าจะเป็นเบียร์เลสไวน์หรือว่าค็อกเทลหรือว่ากาแฟนะเขาก็มีให้เราวันนี้ก็คือว่ามาในนามของพ่อเนาะถ้าคนที่มาในงานก็สามารถสั่งดื่มได้คนที่จ่ายก็คือเป็นพ่อนะคะก็คือขอบคุณพ่อมากๆ
A few moments later.
Congratulations can I help you
Congratulations.
Nice
How you doing?
Oh my goodness. Amazing. Rose, you look fantastic.
You look lovely.
Thank
Hey,
you
kiss kiss.
How are you?
I'm good. I am brilliant.
Sorry raining
Yeah, sorry about the weather.
I couldn't let this day pass in any case for Lindsay and myself because this is one of the happiest days of our lives. But instead of a speech, I'm actually going to propose 4 toasts. And the first toast is to friendship. David and Rose invited here today just 6 friends. I've always believed actually you can probably only count on 1 or 2 hands the true friends in your life. And so we welcome you today. You are a very privileged sixsome. Google is always my source. So I thought I would just look up, if I was going to speak to 6 friends, I'd look up 6 things about friendship. A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. I like that one. A friend is one who knows us, but still loves us just the same. It's the friends you can call at 4 a.m. that matter, so said Marlene Dietrich. And by the way, if you want a real bit of fun, why don't you Google Marlene Dietrich, because by God she had a life. Cicero, the Roman statesman, lawyer, scholar and philosopher said, life is nothing without friendship. A true friend is someone who sees the pain in your eyes while everyone else sees the smile on your face. That's quite profound. And lastly, and I love this one the best I think, good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're always there. So 6 things about friendship addressed to the 6 friends that are here today. Can I therefore ask you please to raise your glasses to toast friendship? Friendship. I met Rose about 3 years ago, I think it was, Dave. She couldn't speak much English then, but boy has she come on since with English. But I actually warmed to Rose's personal qualities immediately. And so did Lindsay. So here's 5 things you know about Rose already. She's charming, oozing with charm, and she's very, very polite. She has a real sense of fun. And I've seen her winding David up, and I've seen David winding her up, and sometimes I think they're almost going too far, but actually it's all because of fun. The third thing I love about Rose is her family values. And yes, I know that's a kind of Thai value in any case, but Rose has exhibited her family values in spades by looking after her mother, which I'll refer to later on. Rose has a smile and a giggle that lights up any room. Look at her now. So that's 4 things. The 5th thing I would say that you already know is she's a quick learner. She's learned English amazingly quickly by basically listening to people, by being in English company, also learning it on YouTube, now even taking lessons in English. So how her English has come on in the last 3 years since I've known her, it's been wonderful, Rose. Congratulations. And by the way, the other thing, which is linked to what you probably already know, is She has made over 40 video clips on YouTube under the heading of Travels with Rose. For a girl that was just taking snaps, historically, to now make video clips, to edit them, and produce them and talk in English on them is just mind-blowing. So, well done, Rose. Here's 5 things you may not know, and I've only learnt some of them recently. She's very resourceful. I don't know if you understand the word resourceful, Rose, but you're very good at lots of things. You can do anything. So, did you know, for example, that she went away from home for 12 months solid without coming back and learnt to be a nurse? She also, after that, assembled computers. And so it goes on. I mean, here's a girl that's just done so much more than I have in my life. I find it impressive. Another thing you may not know about Rose is she has part of our house dedicated to her name. It's called Rose's Corner. Why? Because sitting on a table about where David is now, she had a pretty full large glass of red wine in front of her, and in an accidental moment, glass and wine just went whammo in the corner. And we got up and we sort of sponged the area, bucket all the rest of it. The following day I put some emulsion on it, and yeah, it's now, you wouldn't now know it's been there, but we always refer to it as Rose's Corner. Rose also is, and David will confirm this, fearless, absolutely fearless. If you look at their video of being in Turkey, she was paragliding, okay, tandem paragliding, but still doing things that I wouldn't have done. So she was one of 2 people that ran about 50 yards and jumped off a bloody cliff. I mean, having never done that before, I'm not even sure Rose knew what she was doing, by the way, but but hey, that was impressive in terms of being fearless. I wouldn't have done it. Rose, bless her, in July, August of this year, suddenly got wind of the fact that Thailand was about to lock down, and if she wanted to be with David and here for today, she was going to have to leave home pretty quickly. She packed a bag in 24 hours, kissed her, gave her mother a hug, and left home. Amazing. And this just says so much about Rose's character. When she went back to Isan for the last time to look after her mother and do the dialysis and so on, the last time in this year, her brother went to meet her in an open truck. One of these big builder's trucks with a kind of open back. Because the family was worried about catching COVID from Rose, she had to sit in the back of the truck and bounce around for 40 minutes after he met her at the airport before she got home. And when she got home, they'd created an isolation area for her, and she went straight into isolation for 10 days without even giving anyone from the family a hug. But bouncing around in a truck for 40 minutes, having just got off an internal flight, I mean, these are the things that Rose takes in her stride that I would have a problem with. So, in short, Rose, you are my and our Wonder Woman. I'd like to propose a toast to Rose. Welcome to Wales.
Rose. Wonder Woman. Rose.
Today, we are missing Rose's family. Rose's mum, your sister, your brother, and their children. We would love them to have been here. We're sorry they're not. We're also missing our daughter, Sarah. She's in Dubai working her socks off. We'd love her to have been here. That's why taking that video this morning was so valuable, because we've sent her some pictures. I know David, and she's already sent a reply back saying, I'm crying. So, please, let's raise a glass to the people I've just mentioned and others, absent friends.
Absent friends.
Rose has taught me 2 things in Thai, and you're about to hear the second one. Look, David and Rose met in Bangkok about 5 years ago. Since then, they've had what can only be described as a global courtship, with long periods in between of Rose not being here, David not being in Thailand, meeting in Turkey to have a lovely sort of 3-week holiday. But it's been, I think, and Jason, you were saying this at the bar, they've had 5 years to get used to each other. This has been, I think, the preparation for a lifetime together. So David has battled with the Home Office bureaucracy and has now become an expert in how to get visas. And I think you ought to write a book about it, David, because it's been very impressive how you've been able to do that while holding down a very full-time job, albeit with great help from Jason and Lucy. So, David served his apprenticeship. Rose, you've had to look after your mother and your family, and on occasions, and I omitted this earlier deliberately, when Rose has been in hospital with her mother, she's been sleeping on the floor of the hospital to look after her. I mean, that's just so hugely impressive. For sometimes a week at a time and maybe longer. It's been, that just shows the family values you've got and the care that I hope you and David will grow to enjoy. So, and by the way, in between all her flights between Bangkok and Isan, where she lives in the north, and the UK, she's actually been quarantined for 10 days on 4 occasions in the last 12 months. 40 days in quarantine.
Days, quarantine.
40.
Yeah.
40.
No.
4 lots of
1
10.
4.
Okay, well, 64 then in my head. 64 days in quarantine in the last year. Wow. So, from today, Dave, you can now apply for another visa for 2.5 years. And then at the end of that, another 2.5 years, and then apply for indefinite leave here, indefinite stay. So today, to my way of thinking, is actually a big change on the horizon. No longer these sort of get out every 6 months, and no longer bloody filling out visa forms every whatever. Okay, so from today, it's all change. So can I please ask you to join with me in a toast to David and Rose for a long and happy marriage, because boy do they deserve it. The bride and groom.
Toast to Rose.
Thank you very much for your patience.
This is what Thai looks like. It's very different to the English alphabet, but obviously I'm now fluent in writing Thai. Thank you, Google. All right, here we go. Thank you, Tinder, for a very random holiday date in Thailand nearly 5 years ago, in which an English-only speaking David met a Thai-only speaking Rose. That night we smiled, we laughed, we danced, without being able to say much more than the one word which is the same in both of our languages: beer. I clearly remember the moment I fell in love with you. After a night out when we were buying barbecue food from the Thai street food stalls, which is much like going to Chip Alley in Cardiff, you bought hot dogs, too many for you to eat. And I thought, wow, are you going to eat all of these hot dogs? Yeah. But you cut the hot dogs up and you backtracked and you fed them to the homeless street dogs. I didn't need to be able to speak Thai to clearly understand who you were as a person. It was at that moment that it was obvious to me you were much more than just a beautiful, fun-loving party girl that I'd met on holiday. In this moment, I knew that you had a big heart, strong and kind, generous values. I knew right then that I would work hard to figure out a way for us to be together for more than just a fleeting holiday romance. Thank you for teaching me some of the best feelings and emotions. Communication and understanding don't require a conversational language such as English or Thai. Your heart speaks volumes and I can hear it. That said, thank you to the internet, mobile phones and Google Translate for helping us communicate whilst we were living apart, half a world away across different languages, time zones and cultures, where our communications were restricted to text messages and video calls where the internet allowed. Where Rose lives, she hardly gets any internet, you see. Thank you, aeroplanes, for delivering us into each other's arms within 24 hours, as frequently and as regularly as time and money allowed. Over the last 5 years, I've been to Thailand 8 times to see you, and you've been to the UK 7 times to see me. And we've even rendezvoused in Turkey, a rare safe haven country that welcomes both our passports without invasive government intervention from either Thailand or the UK. Thank you, Turkey. Thank you to the British government, the Thai government and coronavirus for throwing down the gauntlet to us to find a way for us to be together permanently, a challenge which we continue to fight. Today is a major, major milestone in that process. I hope soon that we will be celebrating your next UK visa, which will allow us to stay together here for 2.5 years, which is a vast improvement on the short stays that we've been allowed so far. Thank you, Mum and Dad, for welcoming Rose into our family, and thank you for hosting our special day today. I continue to be very aware and very grateful for being born into our family. I do not take the opportunities you've given me and our time together for granted. So let's toast to my parents, George and Linda.
Thank you, David.
Thank you to my closest friends, my brother, for being here today and for welcoming Rose into our world. My sister Sarah can't be here today, however, she's very excited to meet you later this year. This is a deliberately small wedding celebration. You can feel rightly proud that you are here because you have had and continue to have a big impact on my life. I owe much of my happiness and success to having you as my friends and close counsel. So let's toast to you, my wonderful friends and family, to you. I guess you can say to me. Finally, thank you, Rose, for being the most positive, kind, caring, funny, happy, hardworking, studious, grateful, supportive, and inspiring person I've ever met. Your life story continues to fascinate and inspire me, and my love grows for you with every moment we spend together and with every new experience we learn and we share. You have achieved such a lot from so little, having faced and conquered your way through so many great adversities in your life, and each time you've come out stronger and have the ability to smile and see the positive lessons when most would not. Thank you for teaching me so much already and for helping me to grow without judging me for my imperfections. I'm really honoured to walk by your side, to call you my wife, and I'm excited to be part of the next chapters of our lives' adventures. Thank you for risking it all to come and live with me in a faraway foreign land, away from your family where the mindset and the culture is quite the opposite to the world you know, and for learning my language, English, as your third language. I'm so proud of you and I'm so proud to be with you. I love you so much. Let's toast to my beautiful wife, the amazing Rose. The amazing Rose.
Thank you.
Now you have to speak for 30 minutes.
And then I just say that I missed out on the second bit of Thai that Rose taught me, which is, as in cheers, in Thai is chung gao.
Yes, ชนแก้ว
Chong Gao.
ชนแก้ว
Cheers.